Hello all, it is your TSW girl in the tub for a tub vlog. So this is my first one, and I'm not a YouTube personality by any means. I'm a YouTube consumer first and foremost, but I'm moved and encouraged by people like Josh on Josh's Recovery and Nina on the Body Project and other TSW voices out there. Since I don't have a Facebook, I can't be on support groups, so YouTube has been my support group and trying to find other blogs about TSWs. So if I can be helpful to a couple people going through TSW hell, that's worth it. And my embarrassment over my red skin and slightly bald head, and you'll be seeing me get myself wet because my face dries out and it hurts. So anyway, yes, I just finished my 4th month of TSW, and it has been a journey. It has been really, really hard, so much harder than I ever thought it would be. But I turned a corner maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I feel like I have my personality back, and I am able to get up in the morning and get myself breakfast. My husband doesn't have to get me breakfast. He still does most of the time, but I am able when he is gone at work to do that for myself. So that's been awesome. I want to talk about my expectations as far as TSW went, and when I first started, I didn't really know I was going through TSW, so my timeline as far as how long I've actually been going through this is kind of hazy. But when I started TSW, I was thinking sounds like people are about functional in 3 months. So I went on a leave from work just because I could literally not function anymore. I had skin falling off my body. My TSW has affected me, crown of my head to the very bottoms of my feet, so everywhere in between, anywhere that you can think, that would be the worst place to have skin falling off and have crust and scabs 24/7, 365. That's where I have it. Even for me, one of the worst parts is the very inside of your eye here, that piece of skin, that went through TSW withdrawal too, so I couldn't see for very well for about 3 months. I'm just kind of getting my vision back again. I didn't go blind, don't freak out, but it was not good. It was really hard and frustrating to not be able to see every day. So that's getting better, and I feel like I'm actually able to see stuff. I love watching foreign movies and TV with my husband, and I wasn't able to do that because I couldn't read subtitles. So you'll notice also little balding areas here. This is not from TSW, so don't freak out if you haven't been through the journey. I know a lot of people lose their hair, but I have alopecia. So you can see, this little guy up here too is rashy from TSW, but I've got little baby hairs growing in from my alopecia since I started TSW, so I'm going to put it out there right now. I don't feel like that's a coincidence. I really think that steroids affected me systemically in a bunch of different ways, and ways I don't feel like telling you about on YouTube, but especially hair loss. I'm hoping that after I'm fully healed that my hair is going to grow back and it's going to be great. So I will let you know. I've had alopecia for about 15 years, on and off. I've been completely bald. I was completely bald before going through TSW, so all this hair here was new growth from 4 months. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess I just want to encourage anybody out there who's having a really tough time right now and feels like they are an ugly wound just festering in the darkness. You're going to get through this and you're going to heal. I can't tell you how awful my first 3 months were. 4 months, so especially month number 4 was just terrible because I had a huge flare. I really didn't know what a flare was before month 4. I would just have ups and downs weekly and be like, oh, I'm having a little flare. But I had a flare on month number 4. And then mentally that was just super damaging because I was supposed to be functional by month number 3. I don't know why I had that in my head. I feel like a lot of other people by month number 3 have or had gone farther than I had in the recovery. I don't know, but it was really distressing being month number 4 and being like almost worse than I was month number 1, which I wasn't, but it felt that way. I know everybody who's going through this can feel me with that, where you are making really small incremental progress, but like there's so much regression at the same time of progression that it's just a really confusing journey to even gauge your own self every day. And every day is a fight to try and stay sane and to try and not just cry all day, but you can make it through, and you have to make it through, and you're going to. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't set yourself any kind of timeline like I did, where I'm going to be feeling better and be up to this level at this time, because TSW doesn't work that way. It has its own timeline, and your body is working really hard, and it's doing a great job. So try and praise your body as much as you can for all the hard work that it's doing. Like, it's easy, I think, to get down on yourself and down on your body and be like, oh, you're falling, like looking at myself in the bathtub every day and being like, oh, this is just horrifying. Like, it's horrifying watching your body fall apart in front of your eyes and have like skin just shed off all the time and layers of goo everywhere. Like, it's terrible. No person should have to experience that, but your body is healing. It feels like it's falling apart. It looks like it's falling apart. It smells like it's falling apart with all the disgusting ooze, but you're healing. So just keep that in mind every single day that you wake up from bed and your ears are completely cemented to the sides of your head with goo and ooze, and you have to soak it in the bath to get your ears unsandwiched from your head. This is healing. I don't know what all the ooze is, but I really feel like it's your body getting whatever has been hurting it out, and the more ooze you get out, the less there is inside of you and the faster you're healing. So just think on your ooziest, crustiest, grossest days, this is stuff out of me that is never going to be put back in. Like, that's it. It's super easy. So, super easy, I know. So yeah, I can talk more about my TSW journey too. I mean, it's been absolutely horrific. I am so thankful for codeine, just can't even tell you. And so I've been on Vicodin, which I know is hydrocodone, not codeine, but I've been taking Sindal to sleep, and I'll try and make another video for you guys when I'm doing better and look less like a thumb. About kind of what I've been using to make myself feel better and like a daily routine. I've been thinking about making a video seriously since like month number 2, and during all the sleepless nights and waking up and trying to get out of bed, be like, oh, here are ways, and thinking about you guys and what I can put on YouTube, be like, here are ways to get yourself out of bed that hurt a little bit less, or like, here are sleep aids you can use that work pretty well, or here are ways that you can sleep in bed without like being so wet all night. So that's been my huge thorn in my side that has not gotten better for 4 months, is just being soaking wet all the time. And it's gotten better. I just told you it didn't, but it gets better during the day. But at night, I just feel like I'm in a swimming pool. It's just terrible. So I came up with some strategies to feel less wet at night, and got like incontinence pads on my bed that are washable. I've got 2 of those stacked up again on top of each other, on top of like, this is another video, so I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, so I found out a great system for that. Hopefully I can share that with you. And so I feel like starting your TSW journey, it's all about trying to figure out a system, and that's its own amount of suffering, is just trying to figure out how to make yourself feel more comfortable. So I want to make a video talking about like just things I did to try to make myself feel more comfortable and more like a person when you just feel like a wound and you feel like you've lost your personality, but it's going to come back and you're going to be fine. It is. So just keep up the hope. Everybody who has gone through TSW and is going through TSW with you right now is cheering for you, and you're not in this all alone and all by yourself. So I hope that's encouraging. I've made it 4 months. Well, I'm on my 5th month now, which is insane. Like, this feels like it's taken forever, but also I can't believe that it's already been 5 months. And it's been a journey without really any kind of breaks from the suffering up until like 2 weeks ago. So keep in mind that, like a lot of other TSW people have said this too, there will be a day or a few days where you'll wake up and be like, wow, I think I've turned a corner, and I think I finally reached that corner. So it might feel like this is taking forever, but you might be surprised tomorrow or in a couple weeks and wake up and be like, you know, I feel like I've turned a corner. So it can sneak up on you. I don't feel like good days are gradual. I feel like good days just sneak up on you, and then bad days sneak up on you too. So keep up the hope, stay in the bath, be comfortable, don't feel like you have to do anything besides just heal. And I hope that you don't have to do anything besides just heal too. So more videos to come.